Hey everybody. Okay, so exciting as always. It's like Christmas never ends as long as you have Amazon. So first new deck of the new year of 2020. Ordered it a while back. Came from the UK, I believe. So I'm excited to open it. It is the, if you can see, the the Sacred Geometry deck, ordered from Amazon. Here's a closer look at it before we open it up. So, woohoo! Cool stuff. Here. So, here's the images that it has there. Let's see, it's got 54 ratings, pretty much, 4.5 stars. You can see that. 76% 5 stars, 10% 4 by Francine Hart is the author. There's a box set that originally came out October 1st of 2001, and it says first divination tool based on the ancient science and sacred language of geometry. A 64-card deck with original artwork by nationally recognized visual artist Francis Hart. Allows readers to balance their energy fields and access higher levels of consciousness. The comprehensive guide, sorry, I had to catch my breath. We have a really steep front yard, really steep, and it's pretty big. So I just ran up there to the mailbox to get it when I got the alert and ran back down and then started this video. So here we go. Comprehensive guide includes spreads, card explanations, and reflective insights from a wide variety of sacred traditions. Sacred geometry is the key that unlocks all of the world's art, science, and architecture. Called the language of light, its images and shapes are embedded in DNA, mandalas, pyramids, crystals, atoms, and hieroglyphs. Anyone who has ever gazed at a spider's web, meditated on a mandala or yantra, visited a pyramid, walked a labyrinth, or peered through a microscope has felt the effects of sacred geometry. Now the Sacred Geometry Oracle deck introduces an entirely new way for you to gain access to this wisdom and unlock its power. With splendid use of full color spectrum and the gentle natural forms, artist Francine Hart has created potent, compelling images accessible to both advanced and novice students of divination. The accompanying text includes a detailed interpretation of each card, sample spreads, and an excellent introduction to the science of sacred geometry. Working with these images balances human energy fields, allowing readers to access higher levels of consciousness, gain insight into life's challenges, and restore their connection to the world. So, here are some of the pictures that I saw originally that made me interested in this deck. So let's see how they turn out. There we go. Okay. Ready? This is my favorite part. Yay! Okay. Pretty big box in here, huh? Okay. So, here we have it. The Sacred Geometry Oracle. All nicely wrapped in plastic. Good job, Amazon, getting it here just on a timely fashion, same time you said you would. So let's get it open. Okay. There we go. Yay! Okay. Here it is. That's a little bright. Okay. There we go. And we'll just slide it out here. Set that there. So here's a good guidebook. Look at this. Big pictures and print. Sacred geometry based spreads in here. Lots of good stuff. The balancing spreads, yin and yang, self-actualization spread, seed of life spread. Okay, I want you, it's so bright. Okay. And then on this page, we've got the sacred circle spread. Lots of good stuff. I can't wait to dig in. Star spread, golden spiral spread, 8-card spread. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is good stuff. So, all right, so there's that. Now here's the cards. Starting with 1, the circle, the beginning of sacred geometry. I've got my windows open. I love that natural light. So there we go. Echoes of 1. There. Dancing through eternity. You hear that? Good card stock. So, hear that hitting the wood? Good card stock. Back of the cards. Just as the images showed on Amazon. And now for the other half of the set. Woohoo! And we have sacred card number 33, master number, seed of life. I have that. Ooh, these are going to be super fun. So again, cardstock. Looks like they're going to be good to shuffle. So there you go. And we'll make a great container for them. Keep them safe and protected. So there you go. That's the intro. And we'll do an introductory spread here a little bit later. Okay, so being that this is the Sacred Geometry deck, I have my sort of altar cloth here. This is the seed of life, and so I am going to cover it up, and we're going to do, this is a Tibetan prayer bowl, and what I'm going to do is with the Sacred Geometry deck here, I'm going to go ahead and I've got 2 pendulums to check the energy of the deck, a rose quartz pendulum and a clear quartz pendulum. Okay, set these down, and we're going to use the Tibetan prayer bowl, clear quartz prayer bowl, which is designed specifically to align chakras, and it has a very particular frequency. So we're going to initiate this with prayer bowl. energy. Rose quartz. Know the energy. There we go. See how it was making an elliptical a little bit, pointing in this direction. Now the clear quartz. Okay. Right up the top, and you can see my hand's not moving. So there you have it. Full swing circles, good energy, we're good to go. Okay, I would first like to try the balancing spread for balancing yin and yang energy. It's based on the Vesica Pisces, which is the two circles below intertwined. It's one of my favorite sacred geometry symbols, not just because it's Vesica Pisces, which I'm Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, but because it is largely the energy of the deck merging with my own energy, as well as something that I think is very important, is understanding and balancing male and female energies, not just within ourselves, beginning within ourselves, but and within our relationships, and seeing it in the world around us, but also just at large in our society right now. So I'll read to you the description. If it is a simple balancing required, choose 2 cards. Pick up the first with your right hand. This will represent the male part of your being. It is yang and influenced by the left brain, rational thought. Then choose a card with your left hand. This will represent the female part of your being. It is yin and influenced by right brain, intuitive thought, and your feelings. There is no right or wrong male or female card. Your goal is the integration and balanced expression of this yin and yang. And if you'll notice, I'm also wearing my necklace here with, this is lapis lazuli. So communication of truth and inner wisdom, even higher consciousness in communication, with the pyrite up here. And this locket contains within it, this antique locket, my grandmother had 2 sisters. They were all very strong, wonderful women whom all have passed and are on the other side now. And at the funeral of the final sister, when she passed, we live in Texas, and there were bouquets of the yellow rose of Texas. So I took with me 4 of those yellow roses, 1 for each of them and 1 for myself. And there are petals of those roses in here so that their energy is with me. They were all teachers, and they were great teachers. So hopefully I can bring some of that energy here too. Okay. Oh. Where'd it go? So the Vesica Pisces portion down here, the separate description, I'll read that real fast as well before we get started. Use 3 cards in the sacred geometric glyph known as the Vesica Pisces to join male and female energies. Choose again right, left, and finally the center card, which represents balance or the joining of energies. This spread is useful in examining differences and finding balance in relationships or within the self by offering common ground. So there you go. I'm going to shuffle and we can begin. Okay, so I've got the cards out, and I might recommend, if anyone else purchases these, the plastic inner container that held the 2 halves of the deck. Keeping the cards in there, they got really stuck. So might, consider just, which is pretty common, just finding a different modality of containing them. Or put something in there to prevent them from getting stuck. Alright, so let's begin. Yin and yang. You know what? For this, obviously I need my Shiva Lingam. Okay, so here's some, sorry for stepping away for a bit, hope you enjoyed the scenery. Here's some Shiva Lingam. Here's another pocket Shiva Lingam, and I went ahead and brought this as well, another piece of lapis lazuli. This one's really pretty. I posted this on Twitter, but it's got this little blemish on it, and it looks like a heart. So shuffle some more. The Shiva Lingam is all about the ultimate, oneness, the source of all creation, which unifies masculine and feminine energies and some of their dualities through the sacred single source of all creation, right? So that source of creative power, and it honors the power of both and blends that together so that they are equal in power and honored in that power. It's from a river in, I believe, northern India. Mahatma is the name of something very similar to that's the name of the river. There is a meteorite that struck that area some 5,000 years ago or so, and so it's a very special stone in that when that meteorite struck, it calcified it, or it did, heated the sand by that river so that it blended in a particular way. That is represented by the blended energies of the Shiva Lingam. Shiva holding a very special place in Hindu, right? Can you see? So what I will do is I will cut the deck. First, I'm going to take off these rings so that this is the turquoise ring, this one meteorite and moldavite. Alright, so the right hand represents, right hand represents left brain. This is yang, this is the male energy. Can you see the card? Mandala. So this goes on the right side. So from your perspective, this side, and the female energy. Circle, the beginning. Place that there. And then the balance, the common ground. Wow. And we have card number 7, owl/raven, yin/yang. Isn't that beautiful too? Whoa, so we have, interesting. Oh my gosh, I just noticed something else. And 7 represents the seeking of wisdom and truth. That's the balance. 2. One. Right? Okay. So I'm going to pause and look at the meanings. Okay. Ready? Here we go. So, the first card, that which represents the yang or male energy, the mandala. Here, I'll read what it says. Mandala, sacred round. The Sanskrit word mandala means circle and center. In spiritual practices and in psychology, it denotes circular imagery that is painted, drawn, constructed, or danced. Mandalas are outward expressions of internal processes and can be viewed passively as a centering device, as in meditation. They may also be created by individuals as a means of communicating with one's center and initiating healing and transformation. So healing and transformation for the masculine energy here. If you choose the mandala card, you are invited to consider your life as inherently whole and healthy. If there are disparate energies at work, pull them into your sacred center and view them as parts of your whole. So by pull them into your sacred center, if there are energies that seem separate, far from center, off center, unaligned, like you kind of fragmented maybe, a little discombobulated, just not quite right. If there's anything that's like upsetting you or something like that, to center yourself is to relax, and in that state of relaxation, invite those things in so that they can balance out and find their place in that state. Okay. So they are integral elements, but only part of your story. You may wish to do a mandala drawing, which will represent this moment in your life, and will reveal insights from your unconscious that you may not have been considering. Simply use a compass or a circular template as your beginning. Then give yourself permission to bring forth whatever comes to you. Do not try to censor your thoughts or judge the outcome. Use color and image, word and shape to create a picture of your life at this juncture. Watch what appears and view it as a message of wholeness. There you go. Now for the feminine energy, just flip the page back. 1, 2, 1. Circle, wholeness, and potential. So for the feminine energy, the yin, in accordance with unity and spirit, the circle represents a beginning that has no end. It is ever growing, ever expanding potential. Finding yourself in the circle provides you with the opportunity to view the whole of existence in its holographic oneness. From the sacred center of creation comes unlimited potential and infinite possibility. That which is yet to come will find form and meaning in your life as you create the intentions that will become your reality. That's nice for the New Year's. The self is guided by oneness and a knowing that you are breath and fiber of the all that is. Yours, then, is a path toward the wholeness of self that begins with the emptiness of the void, the unknowable great mystery of the universe. Pre-manifest and empty, it holds the message of potential. This is the moment of creation that expresses itself as unity and spirit acting within your being. Allow yourself to experience the beauty of your divine nature and acknowledge that you are part of a magnificent whole. The potential for wholeness is ever present. That's very nice, feminine energy. So very receptive, very feminine. And then the mandala, the sacred round, I think is just maybe trying to figure some things out. Listen to your inner voice. Has a little bit of healing right now. Oh, here we go. So for the balancing card, or the common ground, we actually have, for the yin-yang reading, the yin-yang card. The union of opposites. Owl/raven, yin/yang. So the description for this card. Darkness and light. Yin and yang are opposites in union. Together they represent a balanced whole, kind of like the circle, or the potential of the circle, each containing a piece of the other. Owl and raven, wisdom and magic. This card suggests that a process of balancing is at work in your life. You are learning that living in opposition brings a sense of tension and dissatisfaction. One more time. You are learning that living in opposition brings a sense of tension and dissatisfaction. In opposition, right? So opposing something and trying to be in control. That's what that makes me think of. Or just when you oppose something, it's like a rigidity, a non-allowing, rather than being an objective observer. It's personalized, usually. Where were we? You are learning that living in opposition brings a sense of tension and dissatisfaction, and that it constructs boundaries between you and the people and circumstances in your life. This effect of separation likely has little or nothing to do with how you wish to view your life or your purpose in it. You are asked to look at the way you are living and begin designing ways to bring yourself into balance with your true nature. How will it look when the dissatisfaction is mitigated? Will you be the same person? Movement toward balancing all areas of your life will activate rejuvenation and greater joy and freedom. Acknowledge the dark aspects within the light. It's very important. But truly see your light shining in the darkness. There you go. Well, that sums up this introduction to the Sacred Geometry deck. I hope you enjoyed, had fun, felt a little something, learned a little something. But as always, just know that you're stronger than you think, you are smarter than you think, you're more beautiful than you think, you're wiser and more courageous, more brave than you think, and I love you more than you know. Okay. Bye. Ciao for now from from Lauren with Tarot Therapy Lab. Okay. Love ya. Bye.